I think having an opportunity like this really gives you insight into how the theories that you might study are applied. So I'm studying international public health, and I've learnt a lot about kind of programs that are implemented, but to actually see it in practice, see it functioning, see how it affects people, that's something unique that I wouldn't have been able to get otherwise.
We really saw the need to try to connect young people to development, especially emergent professionals who hadn't had a lot of overseas experience. And the idea in the beginning was for us to make sure that those young people were able to connect with practical experience in real-world settings.
There's a couple of different things that students participating in the program get. Obviously there's an opportunity which is quite unique to get an on-the-ground experience with organisations who produce just incredible quality of work.
You come out of a university setting knowing a lot in theory, but not really having anything concrete to supplement that. So I think that they learn a lot from doing work with these NGOs, but it's also challenging on both personal and professional levels. So some of them have never been to South Africa before, some of them have never been to any developing country before, and they've lived fairly comfortable lives.
From the community organisation perspective, there's a lot of value in terms of broadening their horizons, access to skills, and shifting some of their worldviews.
And also I think just having someone young with fresh ideas and enthusiasm and energy really does uplift the spirit and energy of that organisation.
It's also just about building up public awareness. You know, if in the 40 students that I've seen in the last 4 years while I've been involved in the program, if only 10 of them end up as development activists, that's great. But the other 30 have had an experience that brings them closer to communities, gets them to understand the work of Oxfam and the partner organisations, and to consider what it's like to live in a completely different context. And so I think that while there's obviously the direct benefit for those development workers, it's also about building up society that better understands the lived realities of other people.
Hopefully in the future this will allow them to design programs and manage programs that are more in tune with people's realities.
Hi, my name's Aaron. I'm studying social work and arts at Monash.
My name's Kate and I'm studying Master of Public Health.
My name is Rebecca. I study a Bachelor of Arts at Monash, and I was working with refugee social services in South Africa.
My name is Benson Moori. I am currently studying international relations and sociology here at Monash, South Africa.
While I was with Refugee Social Services, I was doing some evaluations of some of their programs. So I was looking at their peer education programs, and especially looking at their income generation projects and seeing how they were running and seeing if they were effective.
And the best part of my placement at Hillcrest was that I was given the opportunity to go into a lot of the community-based programs, so I wasn't just in the centre doing office work. I got to see their programs in action and see how they affect the community that they're serving.
So I think having worked with Refugee Social Services, I've consolidated my interest in working in the community development sector, and I think I would especially like to work with refugees and asylum seekers.
I'm interested in community development, so it was a time I experienced the proper work. It was a time when I could fully comprehend, not in theory but in action, how to do community development work.
I think the biggest thing I learnt was that all change takes time, but that change can happen in time if you build the right relationships.